This is the new Super Synth 2 that I've just made, and they're available at my website, tronicsynth.com, and I'll be selling some on eBay and Reverb and Tindy. And what it is a FM MIDI synth. So you use a MIDI controller like, excuse me, you could use any kind of MIDI controller, hardware, like a MIDI keyboard. You could also use MIDI software like Ableton, Max MSP, Pure Data, and any software that runs on PC or Mac with MIDI output can be used with the Super Synth. It's very much like the previous synth I've made, the FM MIDI synth. But it has 3 more controls, so more options, more sound options. And the controls are, excuse me, wave shape, FM intensity, modulation rate, modulation level, note attack, note release. So with these controls, you could get some really cool sounding, experimental effects and sounds. And as with the other synths I made, it uses a 5-pin, a standard 5-pin MIDI output jack. And I have mine going into a a MIDI to USB adapter, which is very common and inexpensive. So I could plug it into my PC. And standard 1/4 inch output jack, and this is just going into a guitar amp. So I have this going into my PC, my laptop, and I have this going out to a guitar amp. And it could run with a 9-volt battery or a positive center 9-volt power adapter, which is a standard size adapter, 2.1 millimeters. But do not use a guitar. Don't use an adapter, a power adapter for a guitar pedal, because those are usually negative center. Although I have protective circuitry on here that won't cause any harm if you did use the wrong polarity on the power adapter. Nothing would happen to the synth because of the protective circuitry I built into the synth. But it needs a positive center jack, plug for its power adapter, or people call it a wall wart power adapter. So 9 volts is ideal. I think it can run on 7 volts, but 9 volts is ideal. 9 volts at about 1 amp, so that's 1,000 milliamps. I think the power rating could go lower. You might be able to use 500 milliamps, so a 9-volt adapter with 500 milliamps, and I think that's also usable. But one thing to be careful about is if your battery is starting to die, if it gets below 7 volts, you'll get some kind of crazy sounding things happening that you won't expect to get. So you got to use 9 volts and around 1 amp of power. So let's see. Yeah, I went over all that, and oh, it comes on a custom made wooden, what I call like a wooden platform, and I make these by hand, and they're really cool. I really like that. And let's see. Yeah, let's make some sounds. So I'm just using a very simple MIDI program running on my PC, and it uses the keys on my keyboard. I'm not a keyboard player, so I don't really know what notes I'm playing. I'm just going to play some notes just to demonstrate some of the sounds it makes. Okay, let's give this a try. That's the MIDI indicator. Whenever you receive MIDI, that lights up. So let's raise the volume. So these knobs here control the note attack and note release. So you'll notice I have this turned all the way up. So the attack is very soft. Just turn it this way. I have it turned the opposite way, and now the attack is very quick. Very abrupt. So this controls the release. Let's see what that sounds like. So you can hear the note trailing off a little softer. The attack is still percussive. I like this. This wave shape is really cool because you could get like a distorted frequency. I love that. So, I mean, there's many more possibilities with these 6 parameters. You could go crazy. And So that's about it. This is a quick, rough video, and I'll be making some more videos. And this is a really cool experimental synth for people looking to make something that's, to create something that sounds different than the commercially available stuff. Everyone's going to sound the same if they buy the same stuff. So guys like me who make handmade synthesizers and sound effects and guitar effects, you have the possibility of getting a sound that is unique, and I think that's great. I've been learning from people in the handmade, custom-made synthesizer community, and they're great people. I learned a lot from those people, and I've also learned a lot from the people in the guitar effects community, and those are also great people, willing to share information and knowledge, and incredible. And in my opinion, you're not going to get anything more unique if you go with a commercial product. I mean, I recently bought a a Korg keyboard mini. No, actually, it was an Akai mini keyboard, and I was so depressed with that thing. I couldn't believe how cheaply it was made, and it was over $200. And I just wanted something to for testing my synthesizers. It was a MIDI controller, but made out of like really cheap plastic and really flimsy controls. I couldn't believe it. I haven't bought any commercial equipment since about the year 2000. So I wasn't really ready for that. The quality has really gone downhill. And well, that's enough of my rant about commercial products. And anyway, this is something that can help people create new sounds. Interesting new sounds, unique sounds for their music or just for their own pleasure. Thank you.